Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adi Bahari. At 4 o'clock, I got up for morning prayer. After I finished praying, I started getting ready to go to collect like sure, eat and get dressed. Before I started out of the apartment, I made sure my lights were off, my room was clean and the door was locked. I want to collect on a bike and a bike. I still went to the PME room. There were a lot of good friends of money because when we trekked on the beach at Tobololo, we were cast off the coast of Corsa, so that when we finished it in the Tampli, we still hit a good companion. There I had interaction from PME to where for Azan Zuhur. After Azan Zuhur is heard, I immediately went to the mosque to pray. After I prayed Zuhur, I went straight to my apartment, the bed, eat and have lunch at 2 o'clock at the apartment. There was then, and I woke up the style Azan Asar. I prayed Asar. After praying and son as got back the apartment, he was in my apartment frequently reading books for studying tomorrow to rock 5. After I read them, my box goes to take a shower of Maghrib prayer preparation. After Maghrib prayer, I often get out of the apartment, go to a friend's house to create group assignment if they has duty, and I go back to the apartment. After I prayed, I didn't forgetting to appear for his prayer. After arriving at my apartment, using my cell phone to share for information for tomorrow, I was exploited chill because I had often indulged my from chili hot, so I had to change when I was in alternate choices, and I had a lot of hobbies, and my goals was to swim, and my goal was to be a cop. To my cop, I had to express a lot and ran to study this discipline, to learning responsibility other, and there were something I didn't like as with injection. I was so afraid of injection when I saw was going plan the fest. I didn't like the demonstration on the street. Why didn't like it? Because I didn't have a solid reason to be held accountable in front of policy and truth. And I was also the sort of person to hang out with. Maybe there was a word or two that I just added to my apology. I will describe my journey from my home in Tidore to Ternate, North or Island have many villages, but just even 2 towns. I passed when I went to Ternate. I got up at 6 o'clock. I started to prepare myself for Ternate Los Prestations parents for the trip. After the bed, I went to the kitchen to get the ingredients for cooking. I when all the ingredients were get here, I began to cook his favorite food in fried rice. Then I picked up some onions and white, and then I cut some there. After white, lit the stove and put the pan of the stove. When the oil was hot, I put in the onions that I had cut, and after the onions had cooked, I put in the rice and everything mixed up. I stirred the fried rice until it cooked well. After the fried rice cooked well, I put the fried rice on the plate, and then I put it on the table. After I have breakfast, I am to wear an introduced by reading the prayer after I had eaten. I read it for the water in the refrigerator. After had breakfast, I went to my room. I breakfast to my room. To get some closet from the closet. The enclosure of my nice clothes. So I caused the clothes from my brother parents. I wait for bedroom while I went for the television in the third room. In the living room of many of my family were watching television. When my brother got there, I said goodbye to our mother and father. After saying goodbye to our father and my car to the terminal, When we go to the terminal, we climbed from our desk car to the bus car. In our bus car, not immediately going to our destination, but still waiting for the after passenger to board. We waited in the car hours for 2 hours. We sit out on the road. The felt sick from sitting in the car. The car stopped for me. I dare off and the fly dizzy. After I finished it meeting, I climbed back into the car to continue the journey. Hours after the up on the car were in suddenly run out of fuel. So we stopped at an oil station after refueling the car. When we go to the harbor, we went down and we went to the loading dock to pay for our ticket. My God, on the ticket. We got on the port step. We got to in the boat. We got to get on the boat before we got on the speed. And there we got to be patient to wait for the after passenger. And when the boat was full, I went to the alternative tone.